This is where I think Bishop Barron gets the God question wrong. So in case you watch my other videos, you know I'm very critical of Bishop Barron, okay? Specifically when it comes to the question about happiness. Him and his ilk basically going around demonizing money, power, pleasure, and honor. Okay, this has been a recurring theme. In many ways, it's a characteristic of Roman Catholicism in the modern world, certainly in the United States. The issue I have here with Bishop Barron is that he doesn't seem to understand the nature of God, specifically how God's goodness, in a sense, manifests itself through the world. Now, you and I have heard many times that, things of this world are transient. They're not going to last. They're going to pass away. Everything will end. Life is going to end. Nothing lasts forever. All good things come to an end, etc., etc. Now, the issue with that view is that it fails to consider that good things in this world, okay, the good things that life has to offer, not money per se, but what money can buy, okay, a better house, better holidays, better relationships, access to greater experiences, being able to, afford a holiday in Dubai or in Paris, okay, being able to do things that you are not able to do if you do not have those kinds of resources, which, by the way, critically applies to relationships, okay, especially for men, because you and I know, okay, if you're a guy, if you want to have a fulfilling life, relationally speaking, you need to have the resources to command it, okay? Women characteristically date upward, okay? So if you're a dead meat broke guy, you're pretty much going nowhere in an evolutionary sense, something which religious tradition does not engage. Okay, be that as it may, the issue I have here is that the financial question, the relational question, the status question, okay, the power question even, okay, ultimately all correspond to the divine in a certain sense, because see, God in a Christian sense, we tend to misunderstand it, okay? God is not purely external to the human condition. God is not purely external to the world. The conception of God as transcendental is not entirely accurate, okay? God is not entirely outside of creation. Obviously, in the case of Christ, God becomes man in Christ, enters into this world. But it goes deeper than that, okay? I mean, you and I know in the Trinitarian framework, the Spirit of God descends, okay? It comes into this world. That's just a starting point. In many ways, the good things life has to offer, relationally, sensually, politically, economically, technologically, in fact, all human achievements and aspirations and accomplishments, in a sense, provide a foretaste of the divine. So the idea that, these things are there, but they're going to pass away and we should wait for kingdom come, I guess, that misses the point. Even though these things are going to end at some point, they nonetheless persist. They endure. The goodness, in a sense, evolves. Okay, the things of this world today have changed. They have improved. Okay, it's like cars. Cars today are better, faster, more efficient, more advanced. In the same way, the world is also changing. The world is also evolving. And if you look at this from a teleological sense, okay, the Kardashev scale, we as a civilization are also advancing. Okay, Kardashev scale starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, the highest stages of civilization. So there's more to this world. So we have to be careful in belittling human accomplishments and achievements. Okay? Even though these things come to an end, they ultimately do matter. And God, or the Spirit of God, or the goodness of God, is not entirely or not solely limited to the transcendental or what lies beyond the veil. There's a bit of God in all of us, and we need to find it. We need to experience it. So God ultimately is not purely external to the human condition or to the world.